Good morning, world. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I'm creating a millionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak. Today, my topic, people, is my vision for the world. It's like I know back in December 2021 that I'm here to change the world, and that have evolved over the last couple of years. Like, what does that look like? I've definitely figured out that the best way to change the world is don't worry about trying to change everybody, but instead focus on the people that I can help. And I look to focus on helping people to do two things. I'm here to help people create their amazing life on this earth. That's the whole idea behind Heaven and Earth International is that heaven on earth is literally people's amazing life. They experience it on this earth, not somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Not when you die. You should experience heaven on earth while you're alive. And I want to help make that happen for you. And, while I'm in the process of figuring that out, it's like I've created over the last 2 years a system, that I know can help anybody to go from where they are, like, I mean, 2, 3 years ago, I can tell you some things about myself and maybe you can relate to some of them. It's like, I don't want to say I was lost, but it's like I was at a state where I feel like I wasn't fully 100% in control of my life or my destiny. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like a lot of times, and people, you can relate to this. It's like you've had plenty of goals that you wanted to accomplish that you've never ever accomplished over the years. Some of them you even forgot about some of those goals because you get caught up in whatever you want to call it, the rat race or whatever the case is. It's like the journey that I'm looking to help people to do is to go from that to being to experiencing your amazing life. And it's like also what I want you to understand is that heaven and earth is not a place per se. It's really a state of being. So anybody worldwide can, as they develop themselves to help themselves get to that point of like, identifying and knowing who you are and standing in your purpose, then it's like at that point, it's like you're really experiencing heaven on earth because of the emotions that come along with the actions and your state of being. That is essentially heaven on earth because every day, regardless of what's happening, no matter what challenge you're facing, no matter how well things are going, it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Is that you're always going to find yourself being not just optimistic, but these are things that I list for you that you want to, that my vision for you to experience. I want you to be able to experience, first of all, being able to think for yourself, people. Like, I'm not, instead of you reacting to life, I want you to create the life you want versus reacting to it. And I also, of course, want you to really have an optimistic perception of yourself. Like, I want you to really believe in yourself that you're capable of doing any and everything that you decide that you want to do. I want that to happen for you. I also, people, want you to really, just challenge yourself, man, to make sure that you are growing on a daily basis. I'm realizing that the biggest ingredient for anybody to have an amazing life is that your life gotta consistently be changing, because how else would you experience your amazing life? If the life you're having, you don't like it or you don't not happy with it 100%, then it's like that means there's room for growth, there's room for improvement. And it's like, as you're changing, what I'm realizing is that as you're changing, you're gonna find yourself feeling naturally more exciting. You don't have to fake it, it's naturally, it's in you. You're naturally more excited about life, you're more optimistic about life. And it's like you just feel your self-confidence grow in your abilities to do anything that you decide you want to do. You know what I'm saying? As you're growing. So the key ingredient to you having your amazing life is changing, growing towards the goals and things that you set. So it's like my goal and vision is to help people experience heaven on earth. And I know the way to make that happen is to help you change consistently, intentionally over time. And that's the other thing. I always say over time because people I've learned the hard way, and shoot, if you're being honest, you've learned yourself that success don't come overnight. Happiness and all these things, it's like you got to be intentional about the things you want for it to happen. So, don't get discouraged or, any kind of negative feeling towards it if it doesn't happen fast. The truth is consistency, intentionality, those are the two things right there that as you consistently work on yourself and be very intentional about the actions you take, then it's bound to happen, people. That's just how it goes, That's literally how it goes. So it's like, the vision that I have, man, it's like I haven't really clearly defined it, but I'm creating it right now in front of you. Is that I know that I want to help people to experience heaven on earth by having an amazing life. And the way that happens is they change their life in the three areas that I've always talked about: finances, health and fitness, as well as relationships, relationship with family, your kids, significant other. It's like those are critical components that makes our experience as a human being very pleasurable. So it's like you want to learn how to continuously grow in all three of those areas. And the cool thing is, people, is that, over the last 2 years, like my experience just reflecting on it, back in September, October last year, I was able to create a system that I can use to train you on how to do that, which is our 4-phase process. And I know that take anybody from being, I don't care what their background experience is. I know within a 3 to 5 year span, I say within 5 years, not only do I help you to improve your life, but for those of you that desire it, you can, anybody can and will